Okay, let's begin, shall we?
Yeah,
Didn't the Buddha continue to expound this sutta for 7 days? Upali. Yes. In each day, yes, in each day, more and more sentient beings were emancipated until the Buddha was satisfied that there was no more danger and that health and happiness were firmly reestablished, answers Ananda. The Buddha saved the kingdom through the power of the truth of his words, adds Sopaka. I'm sure this sutta will be used by countless generations for protection and restoration of peace and harmony. It is effective if both reciter and listener are compassionate and full of faith, says Ananda. As a result, the king of Lichavi was well established in the Dhamma, and many monasteries and shrines were built, says Mahakasayana. Some Lichavis joined the noble order and attained arahantship, while generals, noblemen, and commoners alike took refuge in the Triple Gem. Let's not forget that the Buddha once taught the Lichavis the 7 conditions that would lead to the well-being of a nation, says Bhatia. Before his Nibbana, the Lord said that these same 7 conditions apply to all types of communities, including the Sangha. If these 7 conditions are followed, then the community or nation would not decline, but would endure and prosper. When King Ajatasattu was just about to wage war on the Lichavis, the Buddha asked me if they were still following those 7 conditions, and I replied that they were. The Buddha then said that they would not be defeated, that in fact, defeat was impossible for them, says Ananda. I will recite those 7 conditions now for this record. The first is to gather together for discussions frequently, keeping the lines of communication open and clear. The second is to meet in harmony and unity, depart in harmony and unity, and work in harmony and unity. The third is to respect and follow all laws, or if a law is found to be incorrect, work to change it in a lawful manner. The fourth is to respect and listen to worthy leaders, both religious and secular. The fifth is to refrain from committing or advocating violent crimes, such as rape, destroying another's property, or killing. The sixth is to respect, protect, and maintain the shrines and religious sites. The seventh and final is for the leader to preserve his or her personal mindfulness, so that in the future, the good among the people will come to him, and the good who have already gathered will feel at ease with him. Ananda finishes reciting and then pauses while the Arahants reflect on these 7 conditions and their supreme value for all varieties of communities and their leaders. The Buddha's influence in the world through its kings and princes is unprecedented, says Mahakassapa. My most sincere hope is that political, business, and community leaders of the future will heed to the Buddha's words and put them into practice. The words are timeless and applicable for all world systems throughout the universe. The members of the subcommittee instinctively know that their discussion for the evening is concluded. The stories that could be related are uncountable, but nothing more is needed to further enhance what has already been said in regards to the Buddha's advice to kings. They rise from their seats and file silently out of the chamber, each one in deep thought, anticipating the bliss of their nightly meditation. Ananda stands calmly at the podium in the assembly hall. A huge thunderstorm is passing overhead, and heavy rain pounds on the roof, making it impossible for him to be heard. He closes his eyes in quiet meditation as he patiently waits for the downpour to pass. The 500 Arahants follow Ananda's example and join him in contemplation. A deep sense of peace permeates the atmosphere, while the squall outside rumbles, and lightning streaks across the sky in a violent display of energy. After the storm passes and the noise fades to a faint rhythm of light raindrops, Ananda begins to speak. The Buddha once visited a small town called Kesaputta in the kingdom of Kosala. The inhabitants of this town were known by the common name Kalama. When they heard that the Buddha was in their town, the Kalamas paid him a visit and told him, "Sir, there are some recluses and brahmanas who visit Kesaputta. They explain and illumine only their own only their own doctrines, and despise, condemn, and spurn others' doctrines. Then come other recluses and brahmanas, and they too, in their turn, explain and illumine only their own doctrines. Oh, sorry, only their own doctrines, and despise, condemn, and spurn others' doctrines. But for us, sir, we have already, we have always doubt and perplexity as to who among these venerable recluses and brahmanas spoke the truth, and who spoke falsehood." The Buddha replied, "Of course you are uncertain, Kalamas. Of course you are in doubt. When there are reasons for doubt, uncertainty is born. So in this case, Kalamas, don't go by reports, by legends, by traditions, by scriptures, by logical conjecture, by inference, and by analogies, by agreement through pondering views, by probability, or by the thought, this ascetic is our teacher. When you know for yourselves that these qualities are unskillful, these qualities are blameworthy, these qualities are criticized by the wise, these qualities, when adopted and carried out, lead to harm and to suffering, then you should abandon them. By the same token, you should know for yourselves that these qualities are skillful, these qualities are blameless, these qualities are praised by the wise. These qualities, when adopted and carried out, lead to welfare and to happiness. Then you should enter and remain in them. Kalamas, one who is the disciple of the noble one, free from lust, free from hate, free from confusion, intelligent and aware, abides with a heart full of selfless love, compassion, joy, and equanimity. He, he abides in the entire boundless cosmos, covering with a heart full of selfless love, compassion, joy, and equanimity, broadened and expanded, free from limitations, without enmity, without hatred. Ananda goes on to recite the rest of the powerful sutta, putting emphasis on the following stanzas. Now, Kalamas, one who is a disciple of the noble ones, his mind thus free from hostility, free from ill will, undefiled and pure, acquires four assurances in the here and now. If there is a world after death, if there is the fruit of actions rightly and wrongly done, then this is the basis by which, with the breaking up of the body, with the breakup of the body, sorry, with the breakup of the body after death, I will reappear in a good destination, the heavenly world. This is the first assurance he acquires. But if there is no world after death, if there is no fruit of actions rightly and wrongly done, then here in the present life, I look after myself with ease, free from hostility, free from ill will, free from trouble. This is the second assurance he acquires. If evil is done through acting, still I have willed no evil for anyone. Having done no evil action, from whence will suffering touch me? This is the third assurance he acquires. But if no evil is done through acting, okay, just making sure I turned on my microphone. Sorry. If no evil is done through acting, then I can assume myself pure in both respects. This is the fourth assurance he acquires. At the end of Ananda's recitation, Mahakassapa stands and says to the council, "We generally don't discuss the content of any of the suttas after hearing them, but I sense that there are things that some of you would like to say about the sutta uh, to the Kalamas. In my opinion, it is a very important discourse. The Arahants in the assembly hall nod their heads in approval of the chairman's suggestion. Puna stands and says, "I agree with you, Venerable Chairman. Hearing Venerable Ananda recite the Kalama Sutta today reminds me how revolutionary the Buddha was in his thinking. No one ever before had dared to say that one's direct experience of the truth was valid. Most claim that their views, derived from scriptures, hearsay, or teachers, were more valid than the individual's direct experience. If I may, says Kumara Kassapa, standing, the statements in this sutta prove that the Buddha had such confidence in his Dhamma that he knew it would stand up to scrutiny of any kind, including that of the individual's direct experience. The Dhamma needs no validation from scriptures or teachers. It validates itself in the lives of those who live it. Revata stands. The freedom of thought encouraged by the Buddha is unprecedented and simply unheard of prior to his appearance. The freedom he teaches is absolutely essential because emancipation or enlightenment depends upon the individual's own realization of truth and not upon his belief systems. There are countless things in which to believe, including a creator of beings, the efficacy of doing good works, or the concept of grace, but none of them leads to nibbana. In other words, whatever one believes in, or no matter how many times one supplicates a man-made anthropomorphic, excuse me, anthropomorphic God, it won't make any difference in terms of achieving the ultimate goal for arahantship or enlightenment. Okay, any volunteers?
Yeah, you read about 5 or 6 pages.
Really? It's okay.
Yeah, I go ahead. The Buddha continued to explain this sutra for 7 days, said Upali. Yes, in each day more and more, I'm starting to become aware. Even in the stereo, until the Buddha was satisfied that there was no more danger. And then happiness were family, re-establishing said another. The Buddha said keen and thought about on to all his words at Sobaga. I'm sure this sutra will be used by countless generation for practices and restoration of peace and harmony. It is affected above recent listener of Comprehension in full faith, say another, as a result of all recently literally were established in the Dhamma and many monasteries in were built, says Mahayana. Some late we joined in Nura or attain arrangement or when general no Brahman and commerce alike Tory pure in a trick German. Let's not forget about the ones thought in literally and literally the service continues that will lead to there will be an ordination. Said people here separate Nibbana the rose said that at this same seven continues apply to all the types of communities, including the Sangha. If these seven conditions are followed, a community or nation will not long, but or under another purpose. When the game chapter such was just about to word or on the late weeks, the Buddha asked me if there were still following these 7 conditions, and I'm replying that they were. And the Buddha said that they wouldn't be departed. The part was impossible for them. Say Ananda, I will resounded those 7 conditions now for this rules. Yeah, let's start here.
Okay, Ajahn, I will read. The father to gather together for discussion, frequently keeping the lines of communication open and clear. The scandal to meet in harmony and unity, dependent in harmony and unity, and walk in harmony and unity. The attitude, respite follow all Lord, or effort Lord is founded to be and encourage, work to change it in a lawful manner. The fortitude, respect, and listen to world leaders, both religious and secular. The fortitude refrains from communicating or advocating violence, crying, excessive wrath, destroying another's provided or killing. The sixth is to respect, protect, and maintain their sharing in religious seats. The seventh and final, it furthered leader to preserve his or her personal mindfulness so that in the future the God mango the people will come to hand in the good who had already gathered what feed as word hand. Another finished receding and then fourth where these arahant reflect on these 7 conditions and there are sufferings who look for all the virtues sought communicated in their leaders. The Buddha's influence in the world, the truth is kings and friends, and President said Mahakassapa, my most seniors hoping that quality get business and community leaders thought the future would hit their Buddhist walls and put an into practice. The words are timeless and public, a livable for all the world, sustained throughout the universe. The number thought the subcommittee instead clearly know that their discussion for the evening is conclude. The story that could be relaxed on and countable, but nothing more is need to further enhance what has already been said in regard to the Buddha's debate to kings. They rise from their seat and find silently out of the chamber, each one divine thought, anticipating the bliss of their nightly meditation. Study Ajahn.
Okay, anyone else?
I want to try chapter 24, Truth of Hearsay. Ananda stands calmly and putting in the assembly hall. A huge thunder is passed over here and having rain pounds on the roof, making it impossible for him to be heard. He closes his eyes in quiet meditation as the patiently waits for the downpour to pass. The 500 Arahants follow Ananda's discipline and join him in contemplation. A deep sense of peace permeates the atmosphere where the sequence outside rumbles, and the lightning strikes across the sky in a violent display of energy. After the storm passes and the noise fades to a fast rain of rainy drop, Ananda begins to speak. The Buddha once visited a small town called Kesaputta in the kingdom of Kosala. The inhabitants of this town were known by the common name Kalama. When they heard that the Buddha was in their town, the Kalamas paid him a visit and told him, "Sir, there are some recluses and Brahmins who visit the Buddha. They explain and illuminate only their own doctrines and this piece content and spur other doctrines. Then come other recluses and Brahmins, and then two in their turn explain and illuminate only their own doctrines. And this bias content and spur other doctrines. But for us, sir, we have always doubt and perplexity as to who among these venerable recluses and Brahmins spoke the truth and who spoke falsehood. I just stop here.
Okay.
Yeah, I will try.
Okay.
All right. The Buddha replied, US, you are answering Kalama, you are dog. Where they are resemble thousands uncertainty is born. So in this case, Kalama don't go by reports, by legends, and by tradition, by scholarship, by logic or conjecture, by inference, by analogy, by agreement through pondering views, or by probability, by the thoughts. This is SDS, our teacher. When you know for yourself, that's this quality are unscapable. This quality are blameworthy. This quality criticized by the wise. This quality are one adore crying out. Need to have to suffer reason that you should abandon the by the some talking when you know for yourself that this quality are scapegoat, this quality are blameless, this quality are present by the wise, this quality one adorned cry this welfare to happiness then you shall enter the remaining dance. Kalama one who is December the noble ones free from less, free from hate, free from confusion. Intelligence was abandoned when they have the fullest less conviction, joy, equanimity. He abided in the entire boundless cosmos, covering with the harbor full selfless earth. selfless love for compassion, joy, equanimity, broadness, I spend it free from limitation, whether enemy, whether haters. And then go on to the recite the rest are powerful, so putting emphasis on the following stanza. Now Kalama one who is designed the noble ones his mind that's free from has hasty free from egoism and by pure and quiet for assurance and I am now. Even there is what I've done there, even there is a fruit ancient rightly wrongly done. Then it is reason by which when they break on the body after death, I will reappear and go destination heavenly was, or it is the assurance he acquired. Better if there is no abundant death, if there is no fruit action rightly wrongly done. Then here and the prison life I'm talking after myself when they each free from hostility, free from always free from terrible diseases that is the second essential he acquires of the engine has to here.
Okay. Let's go back to page 325, shall we?
Yes.
Didn't the Buddha continue to expound the sutta for 7 days? Supali. Do you guys understand?
Yes,
Yes. And each day, more and more sentient beings were emancipated until the Buddha was satisfied that there was no more danger and that health and happiness were firmly reestablished, answers Ananda. Emancipated. So when you emancipate yourself or you emancipate your nation, your country, you set yourself free. You set your country free. You are no longer a slave. You are no longer in control. Sorry. You are no longer controlled by someone else or something else. You are emancipated. You are free.
Yeah. Free come go. Right?
Sorry?
Or free to live. Yeah. Yeah.
and then whatever family re-established.
Firmly established. So first you have to understand the meaning of established. Think of it like a tree. When a tree is only 2 months old or 3 months old, you can easily pull it out of the ground, right? But
Yes.
but when that tree gets old, like 100 years old, can you pull it out of the ground?
No, Ajahn.
No. Yeah. Because the roots are established in the soil, in the earth. So firmly reestablished. That means health and happiness are now with them, and it's not easy to remove or destroy their health and happiness. Just like it is not easy to remove and destroy a 200-year-old tree, or at least by hand. If you try to use your hand to remove a 200-year-old tree, you will never be able to pull it out of the ground. No matter how hard you try, you will never be able to pull it out of the ground with your hands. The Buddha saved the kingdom through the power of the truth of his words, adds Sopaka. I'm sure this sutta will be used by countless generations for protection and restoration of peace and harmony. It is effective if both reciter and listener are compassionate and full of faith, says Ananda. Any questions?
The restoration of peace.
Restoration of peace. So when you restore something, you bring it back to its original condition, or you bring it back to a good condition. So, okay, think of it like an old house. The paint is not good anymore. So you have to repaint the house. Like, if the wall was white, you have to paint it white. Whatever's broken, you have to fix it. So you restore a house back to good condition. You bring it back to a good condition. You fix everything.
Oh, yes. Wisdom.
So here is to bring back peace and happiness. As a result, the king of Lichavi was well established in the Dhamma, and many monasteries and shrines were built, says Mahāyāna.
Shrine.
A shrine. A shrine is like it's like a section of a temple or a house or anywhere where you take a bunch of religious objects, you put it there and you worship. It's very small. It's not big. There are shrines all over Thailand, and I'm sure there are shrines all over Myanmar as well. Like if you go to someone's house, I know for Lao people, if you go to their house, you'll see a shrine. You see like a very small Buddha image, and you might have other religious objects, and you might see like a cup of water and maybe some like a plate of to offer to the Buddha. It's very small. It's not big.
It's like a small house. I saw in Thailand have lots of small house.
That's also a shrine.
Yes. They are every shrine in our country, as every house.
Yeah.
In the morning, they offer a breakfast to the Buddha, and the evening they offer water.
Oh, yeah. So that's a shrine.
Yeah.
For me, I did not grow up with that habit. My mom has that habit, but I did not. I never developed the habit of offering to a shrine. I mean, I probably should, but ever since I was a kid, I've never had that habit. But my mom, she's very traditional, so she still follows her traditional ways. For me, I'm still learning about Buddhism. I'm still learning about many Buddhist or religious aspects of Southeast Asian culture. Anyway, some Lichavis joined the noble order and attained arahantship, while generals, noblemen, and commoners alike took refuge in the Triple Gem.
There's a noble order. Yeah.
Noble order. Noble order is basically the noble Sangha. The Sangha.
Sangha, Bhikkhu Sangha.
Yeah. So noble is like very great, very, worthy of respect, worthy of honor and respect. Order is just a Sangha.
Oh, yeah.
那这样 noble one is mean Buddha, right?
The noble ones, the Arahants and the Buddha.
Okay.
Yeah, because they're worthy of respect. They're worthy of gifts.
Yeah, I ask question. So, did the Western people accept to, and with there are many disease many disease. So, that many people die dead. So, and the time and the Buddha his example or Baiku or recite the Parida. So, the whole country is recovers everyone are happy. So and so they accept the breakdown. So I mean Western people or accept the breakdown or not?
Well, if they know about it, maybe. Yeah. Because in the West, the dominant religion in the West is either Christianity or Catholicism. People are either Christians or Catholics. But I'm pretty sure if they learn about it, they will accept it. Yeah. Because many Western people are attracted to Buddhism. There's something about Buddhism that Western people like. They see it as a very peaceful religion and a very nonviolent religion, and it's one of the few, if not the only religion to have spread around the world peacefully without a war.
Yeah.
If you look at Catholicism and Christianity, those two religions grew big because of wars. They invaded people's countries. They forced people to believe in God, and if you did not believe in God, if you did not accept God or whatever, they would kill you. So the reason why the Christian religion and the Catholic religion is so big today is because of war. They went around killing people if they did not accept God as their Lord and Savior. You know, the Christians and Catholics actually killed each other. If you guys remember, I think it was last year. Um, we we took a break from the Buddha story for like 1 week to study the religious wars in Europe. If you guys remember, it was just one war between the Protestants and the the Huguenots. It was basically Christians versus Catholics. Uh, During that war between the two sects, uh, it is said that at least 30,000, maybe 60,000 people died. Yeah, and it was just a war between Christians and Catholics. They didn't like each other, and this war between the Christians and the Catholics um, went on for centuries, and it plagued Europe. You know, when when the founding fathers of America left Britain. Sorry, not the founding fathers. When the early settlers, the first the people who left the UK to settle in southeastern, or is it southwestern or southeastern? Sorry, southeastern Massachusetts, near New York. They left because of the strife in Europe. When the founding fathers of America established the United States government, they they wanted to separate church and state, meaning uh, politics is politics, religion is religion. We should never put them together because those two things are the reason why, or at least were the reason why Europe saw so many wars and so many deaths because of politics and religion. So when the founding fathers of America decided to establish the United States government, they decided to separate church and state. Politics is politics. Religion is religion. Never put them together. Yeah. And if you if you dig deeper into the history, you'll learn exactly why. Because Christianity, Catholicism, and the kings and queens of the countries where those religions thrived fought each other and they killed each other. You know, the story that we read last year about the Protestants and the Huguenots, that's just one war. One war out of how many wars? I don't know. There are many wars, or there were many wars that were fought over Christianity and Catholicism. So yeah, maybe next time, if you guys are interested, I will look up some more stories about religious wars in Europe, and maybe we can take a break from the Buddha story for maybe 1 week or 2 weeks to study some of the religious wars in Europe. It's just to broaden your perspective and to learn about world history, not just history in Southeast Asia, but history around the world. You know.
Yes, good idea, Ajahn.
Yeah. So if you guys are interested, just let me know, and I will try to find a story, and we can take a break for maybe 1 week or 2 weeks and just learn about the religious wars in Europe. I think you guys will learn a lot, and you guys will gain a new perspective on world history and religion and politics, because those two things, religion and politics, are inseparable. As much as you want to separate them, it's almost inseparable. Even in the Buddha story, you know, the reason why Buddhism became so big is because he developed relationships with kings and queens of the many kingdoms around Europe. India. You know, so as much as people want to separate Buddhist monks and nuns from politics, you have to look at the history, and you'll see that Buddhism depended on politics for its propagation and for its rise. Without politics, without politics, Buddhism probably would not have spread so quickly. It's because the Buddha developed a relationship with every king and queen during his time, or at least in India. You know, I feel like the reason why Buddhism is spreading a little slowly now is because we're not building relationships with world leaders. We're not building relationships with kings and queens and presidents. We're trying to, spread the Dhamma little by little with just the common people, and that's not wrong and it's not bad, but it's a little slower. You know,
Yeah.
the reason for the Buddha, he sought out the kings and queens, and he taught the kings and queens of his time, and they helped him gain followers and help spread his Dhamma. Okay, anyway, let's not forget that the Buddha once taught the Lichavis the 7 conditions that will lead to the well-being of a nation, says Bhatia.
Yeah, you paragraph.
Sorry, did you have a question?
You skip one paragraph. San listen with join the noble sangha.
Oh no, that's that sentence. That's the reason why we started talking about religious wars. Yeah. Is there a question from that sentence that you want to ask?
Yes. Common alike. What this mean? Alike.
Okay. When you use the word alike, or at least in this context, you need 2 or more things for comparison. But it's not really a comparison. It's basically saying all parties are involved together. It's like, for example, animals and humans alike must suffer and die. So there's no escape. Once you are born, you must suffer and you must die. And this experience is universal. It can be found in humans and animals alike. Do you understand? Both humans and animals.
Yes, I know.
Yeah. So you're including everything that you mentioned.
Another meaning is similar, right?
Yeah, like those two individuals look alike. Like you and your brother look alike. You and your sister look alike. Like that. That means you look the same.
Yeah.
You guys have the same appearance. So that's another meaning of alike. Why do I hate English so much? Because it's definitions, one word. Okay, let's not forget that the Buddha once taught the Lichavis the 7 conditions that would lead to the well-being of a nation, says Bhatia. Any questions? No questions? Okay. Sorry?
No question.
Okay. Before his Bodhinibbana, the Lord said that these same 7 conditions apply to all types of communities, including the Sangha. If these 7 conditions are followed, then the community or nation would not decline, but would endure and prosper.
Decline.
Decline then.
When something declines, I mean it goes down. Your health declines. That means your health is getting weaker and weaker. It's getting worse and worse. Bad health, basically. Yeah, when anything declines, it's just to go down. It's to decrease.
Decrease. Endure. Endure.
Endure.
Endure.
To endure something is to be patient and not give up, no matter how difficult or painful it is. It's like when you sit and meditate, you feel pain in your leg, you feel pain in your back, and your Vipassana master might tell you, just be aware, know, and whatever he might tell you. But really, you also have to endure the pain. You have to be patient and not give up. That's to endure.
Yes.
Yeah. When King Ajatasattu was just about to wage war on the Lichavis, the Buddha asked me if they were still following those 7 conditions, and I replied that they were.
War, Adam. War.
To wage war is to actively fight a war.
I do.
Yeah, it's to actively fight a war. It's like
Fighting, right?
Yeah, to actually fight. Yeah, it's like wage war on the student affairs division. Okay. The Buddha then said that they would not be defeated. That in fact, defeat was impossible for them, says Ananda. I will recite those 7 conditions now for this record. The first is to gather together for discussions frequently, keeping the lines of communication open and clear. The second is sorry?
Keeping the line, keeping touch, right?
The line of communication is like you are ready to communicate and keep it clear to understand each other. Yeah, the line of communication is like I can contact you, you can contact me. We can contact each other, we can talk to each other, we can communicate.
Oh, okay.
But if someone cuts off our line of communication, that means there's no way for us to communicate. You understand?
Yes.
The second is to meet in harmony and unity, heart in harmony and unity, and work in harmony and unity. The third is to respect and follow all laws, or if a law is found to be incorrect, work to change it in a lawful manner. The fourth is to respect and listen to worthy leaders, both religious and secular.
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 Secular is not religious, non-religious. So just political leaders, just worldly leaders. Like laymen. Yeah. So there's religious and not religious. So if they're not religious, then they're probably very, very political. They're not concerned with religious affairs.
Yes.
The fifth is to refrain from committing or advocating violent crimes, such as rape, destroying another's property, or killing.
Such a race.
Such as rape, like rape. So what is rape? Do you understand that word?
No,
So that's like, I see a beautiful woman and I want to have sex with her, but she does not want to have sex with me, or I know that she does not want to have sex with me. So I go over there, I grab her by the arms and I take her down and I forcefully have sex with her. But she does not want it. But I'm fighting her. Do you understand?
yeah, yes, and crime.
The seventh and final is for the leader to preserve his or her personal mindfulness, so that in the future, the good among the people will come to him, and the good who have already gathered will feel at ease with him.
Ease, how to understand as an ease with him.
At ease. When you are at ease, that means you are peaceful, relaxed, and calm. You are not angry. Do you understand? It's like the
Yes.
opposite of angry. Ananda finishes reciting and then pauses while the Arahants reflect on these 7 conditions and their supreme value for all varieties of communities and their leaders. The Buddha's influence in the world through its kings and princes is unprecedented, says Mahakassapa. Do you guys understand?
Yes.
Unprecedented.
When something is unprecedented, that means nothing like it has ever been seen or heard of before. It has never happened before. My most sincere hope is that political, business, and community leaders of the future will heed to the Buddha's words and put them into practice.
Will heed.
Pay attention to. Because if you're heedless, like you don't pay attention, you're not mindful. So to heed to something, you pay attention. The words are timeless and applicable for all world systems throughout the universe.
Appreciable.
Applicable. That means you can apply it.
Applying.
Yeah, it applies to everything.
Yes.
Or it can be applied. The members of the subcommittee instinctively know that their discussion for the evening is concluded.
Instinctively.
So humans and animals, we have what is called an instinct. But animals use their instincts more than humans do. I mean, we do use our instinct, but not as often because we have intelligence. That's what separates us from animals. Instinct is like your natural response to something. It's either you fight or you run away. Do you understand? So, what is your natural reaction when someone tries to hurt you and kill you? So that is your instinct. No,
Yes.
right now, nothing is happening. So we cannot say. But when something happens, that's when your instinct will kick in. It's either you will fight or surrender or run away. Yeah. In English, we say fight or flight. It's either you stand and fight or you run away. Some people, they're so scared that they can't do anything. Oh, sorry, that they can't do anything. They will neither fight nor run away. They can't move because they're so scared. But some people, they instinctively fight back. People instinctively run away. It's just your natural response to something. That is your instinct. But here it's like they just know. They know without being told.
Okay.
The stories that can be related are uncountable, but nothing more is needed to further enhance what has already been said in regards to the Buddha's advice to kings.
Yes.
They rise from their seats and file silently out of the chamber, each one deep in thought, anticipating the bliss of their nightly meditation.
Anticipating.
When you anticipate something, you are waiting for something to happen because you know it's going to happen, or at least you think it's going to happen. So you are waiting for it to happen.
Like expected.
It's almost like expect, yeah. It's almost like expect. Sometimes you know something is going to happen, so you anticipate. Or at least sometimes you think something is going to happen, so you anticipate. You are waiting for it to happen. It's almost like expect. You guys want to have a conversation until for the next 10 minutes?
Yes, I did.
Okay, let's have a conversation. Give your brain a break. Yeah. What do you guys want to talk about? Any of you have like a topic?
Then you remind about the Europe religion world, the history work. I'm interesting. I agree with you if you select this book. But I think the book is very short story is okay because now we are just process this book, right? We can learn 1 week, 2 week. That is okay.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not saying stop for a very long time. It's just we can learn something new, something different, and you might learn some new vocabularies.
I think it's another religion is very difficult for us.
Well, that's good. If it's difficult, that means you will learn something. If it's easy, that means you already know it. You understand it. So if it's easy, then that means you are not learning anything.
I think half is okay. If the mean some vocabulary I knew about the 60% is okay. If 90% I don't know, I think it's very difficult for me. It's middle level is okay.
Yeah.
It's the advantage. I think it's very difficult for us.
How should we do to remember vocabulary?
You have to use it.
Using.
Yeah, you have to use it. You can You can use it in your writing. Practice writing and use it in your writing. There are many words that I had learned as a teenager, but because I never use it, I don't remember the meaning. When I see the word or when I hear the word, I remember learning about it as a teenager. But because I never use it, I just don't remember the meaning. You know.
Yeah.
So
Yes.
Sometimes I can speak, but I don't know how to spell it.
you gotta practice writing.
Yes, I know.
Even speaking also.
Yeah.
Sorry?
My connection very bad.
No, I can hear you just fine.
Oh.
He mentioned that we show Friday are speaking.
Yeah.
Yes, concerning the speaking, it is like we don't like our way speak out, right? It is not like you said, Ajahn, because you are automatically not think about the grammar, the way to say, but we have to think a lot to speak a sentence sometimes.
Yeah.
How to develop it?
Well, you have to have a conversation and just talk, ask questions, say something. If you have something to say or you want to say something, just say it. Reading and comprehension, you know, if there's something that you want to ask or if there's something that you want to say, just say it. And I'll stop and listen, you know. We can have like a conversation class if you guys want. Remember, this class is
idea.
open. Yeah, if you guys want to have a conversation class, we can just have a conversation for 1 hour and 15 minutes. That's totally fine with me.
Yeah.
Because I understand that having a conversation with someone who is a native will definitely help you improve. If you want to improve your speaking skill, you have to speak. So if you guys want to stop reading for just 1 day or 2 days, we can do that. That's totally fine. Because this class is continuous, 7 days a week.
Yeah.
So it's okay if you guys want to have like 2 days of conversation. That's totally fine. If you guys have something to talk about or just like have a natural conversation and just talk about anything, just see where our conversation goes. That's also fine. Yeah.
I recommend like the BBC News 6 minutes. They saw the article like that.
Yeah.
BBC News 6 minutes.
Yes.
All the story.
Yeah.
And not only practice our speaking, right? We can gain knowledge and we can gain like new fact in the same way if we use new or something like a fact, speak about it.
Yeah, if you guys want to talk about some facts, like what's going on in the world right now, that's totally fine. Anything that will make you speak or want to speak, just talk about it. Yeah. You guys can talk about whatever you guys want to talk about. That's the beauty of this English class. I'm open to new ideas and different activities. If there's something you guys want to talk about, let's talk about it. And just so you guys can get some practice. The more you practice, the more you will improve.
Yeah. there is no shop that way and everything.
For me,
Before we have open mic class, right? Now
yeah.
we don't have. Yeah.
Well, that's because I'm not on site, and yeah, the gang leaders kicked me out of the dormitory, so I left. Yeah, but I mean, we can have open mic tomorrow if you guys want. You guys want to have open mic tomorrow?
I like read story.
And then tomorrow, I'm not possible because we have a pressure weekend, so we have to join into pressure week.
Hmm.
Yeah, however.
Welcome.
For me, it's okay. We can continue tomorrow the reading class.
How about on Monday?
It's
On
okay.
Monday.
Monday.
Yeah, Monday for you guys. So that would be Sunday for me.
Next week have the 3 days public holiday in Thailand.
Yeah, that's okay. Holidays never affected us. We always have English class, regardless of holidays. Yeah, public holidays, Buddhist holidays, whatever holiday, we always have class.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This week 28, the king's birthday, and 29 is Buddhist holiday, and 30 is the Vasa ceremony. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday in Thailand
Oh, yeah,
public.
that's right.
For me, every day same. I have time. It's okay.
Yeah.
I don't know another the Monday. Maybe they
Actually,
will enjoy the ceremony or others.
For Poland
yeah,
it's
on
okay. But
this Sunday, I will be celebrating the Vasa.
But here in the right here 30 here is Monday, Thursday.
Yeah.
Next Thursday.
Yeah, the actual day is Thursday.
Yeah, Thursday.
But I don't know. My master wants to celebrate early.
Yeah. Maybe weekends, a lot of laymen will come to temple to join the ceremony.
Yeah.
If you celebrate early, you can out of Vasa early.
No. You have own time. You have follow Vinaya. Know which day you want, you can make it.
3 months, right? 3 months.
But I know have the third times visa, like the first visa, middle visa, and the last visa. What's that?
They changed the they changed the writing on the ground floor of IBSC. It used to say true education is the knowing of oneself. Now they changed it to Mahachula was not built for just the benefit of fellow Mahachulians, but for the benefit of all beings of the world.
Website?
Sorry?
In the website?
No, I'm looking at it on somebody's page. It says Mahachula was not built for just for the benefit of fellow Mahachulians. It used to say true knowledge is the knowing of oneself. Did you guys ever read it?
Maybe, but I forgot that.
Yeah, you can share.
Actually, it says May 7th, 2017. Oh, that was a long time ago. So they probably changed. Yeah, never mind.
9 years before.
Yeah. Grand opening ceremony of IBSC. Oh. 9 years of convenience.
Initiate fighter.
Sorry?
It's initiate fighter.
Yeah. Okay.
The fight,
So
who
tomorrow
write that?
conversation tomorrow.
Who's the writer?
Yeah.
I don't
It's a
know.
monk.
No, it says it on the wall. Maybe they changed it before we arrived. I'm not sure. Anyway, let's stop here and let's meet again tomorrow so we can continue to suffer.
Tomorrow still reading, right?
Yeah.
Yes. Reading. Okay. Enjoy your lunch and enjoy the rest of your day, and let's meet again tomorrow.
Ajahn, which day will we have conversation class? Which day?
Whatever we can have a conversation tomorrow. It doesn't matter what day. Yeah, if you guys want to have whatever you guys want to have a conversation day, just bring it up.
Yeah.
In a week, can it be better, Ajahn?
Yes. We can have it tomorrow. We can have it the next day. It's up to you guys. Yeah.
I think every day we conversation in the class.
Yeah.
So no need special day for conversation. If you want to talk, you can talk with your friends, your classmates.
No.
Every time if you want to talk.
Like Ajahn said, we can look at new and something like that. So we have I think we have.
Maybe next week we can read
for someone we have to prepare a little bit.
read the new
It's
story.
not easy like you. Commission.
Then maybe next week we can read the new story, soccer story, BBC News or others. Or Europe.
Yeah,
history.
If you guys have a story that you guys want to talk about, yeah, just bring it up. For me, I'm open for anything, to be honest with you.
And remind us.
If there's like a news article that you guys want to discuss, then yeah, we can discuss a news article. Anything on the news or whatever information.
If you want to read like an article or some news, you have used your laptop because you can share your screen.
Yes.
You use the phone to
I'm too lazy to set up my laptop, to be honest with you. Because with my phone, I can move around. Which I always do. I always move around with my phone. I don't like to sit in one spot.
Ajahn, you can go to buy the very big the screen in China, very cheap.
Yeah.
You can put it to your eyes, like a 32 size, 27 size. It's very cheap in China. Maybe 5,000. Very cheap in China. You very comfortable if you look like at the computer room, the computer screen monitor, right? We are called monitor.
Monitor.
Yeah, it's very comfortable for your eyes.
Yeah.
In Thailand, I donate to you. I have really big Samsung 32 size. But whole day yesterday in IBSC, actually I very less use. Are you in America? Deliver fee is very expensive. If you're in Thailand, I donate to you.
It's okay. All right, let's stop here because I know you guys have to prepare for lunch and you guys have been using your brain for the past 1 hour and 20 minutes.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Goodbye.
Okay,
See you all
tomorrow. Thank you so much. Good night. See you.
Okay, thank you. Goodbye.